I see a lot of Barcelona fans shouting online ever since the news that Marc Casado is up for sale. Ever the news broke out that Marc Casado is up for sale, Barcelona fans have been having mixed feelings. Some are shouting, some are screaming, why Marc Casado? They want Casado to stay, they want Firmino Lopez to leave, some are saying De Jong to leave, some are saying Gavi should leave, some are just pointing fingers to many players because they have this emotion that, yes, that Casado is doing well more than every other player. Now, you cannot think more than the coach. You cannot say more than the coach. You cannot analyze the game more than the coach. Now, the coach have identified a player that he wants to leave. Leaving does not necessarily mean that this guy will live forever. Leaving that, okay, you want to create a chance to register Rashford. Now, selling him meaning that, okay, in the nearest future, he can be brought back to the team. Something in the case of Fabregas, when Barcelona actually allows Fabregas to be sold and later he came back, I think Casado can flow in that same direction. It doesn't mean that leaving is a gun by thing. No. Dani Olmo was also sold, but he was bought back. This kind of thing can happen to Casado. This is because they want to create a chance so that Rashford can be registered. So you don't expect them to sell Pedri, or do you want Pedri to leave, or do you want Frank de Jong to leave, or do you want Gavi to leave, or do you have Dani Olmo to leave, or do you want? So there are players that cannot be touched in that team, and these are the things that Barcelona coach have been able to identify with the board of directors, or probably the president of the club and sporting director, Deco. They may be able to identify this that, okay, Marc Casado can leave. Maybe in the nearest future, he can be bought back. But for now, you need to create a chance to register Rashford. So I see no reason why we are having mixed feelings. So mixed feelings is not going to change anything. It is either we remove sentiment and emotions from this equation, then think about this critically. Going forward, who do you think can be, sold? I think for me, it's Casado. Casado is a good player, no doubt. But right now, there are players that are doing better in that position than him. Yes, he was phenomenal at the beginning of last season, but on injury came in and you see how deep he has gone on the form. So let's think about that. Now, we have seen Gavi who have risen. But we saw even before Flick came on to be the coach of Barcelona, Gavi had been doing a lot. In fact, during the time of Xavi Hernandez, Gavi was the main man in that midfield. He was just instrumental during the period of Gavi as the coach of Barcelona. As at that time, Gavi was doing excellently well until that injury. So let's not take that aside. Gavi has already established himself in the team already. Casado we're talking about just came in last season. In fact, we saw him I saw him for the first time last season. So let us not take that from us away from the truth. Now the thing is, Casado have to give way for Rashford to be registered. So in his position, there are a lot of players in that position. You have Pedri, you have De Jong, you have Gavi, you have a lot of players that can play in that position. So right now, keeping him in the team, meaning that his playing time will be limited because there are players that will play before him. So what it means is you have to make a way so that other players can register. Maybe in the future, he can be brought back. Don't be surprised. De Jong can actually be living the next 2 to 3 years to come or 4 years to come. That means going back to bring Casado is not a bad idea because these guys still have a lot. He have a lot of years ahead of him. So I think it's not a bad idea letting Casado leave and making way for Rashford to be signed or to be registered properly. I think that is the idea here. But some fans are looking at it like, okay, why sell him? Why not sell Gavi? Why not sell Frank de Jong? Saying that he's an injury pro and stuff like that. Come on, guys. Come on. Keep sentiment aside. You cannot compare De Jong. If De Jong is in form, you cannot compare him with Casado. It is never done. Anytime you see Frank de Jong in the midfield, look at how coordinated that midfield is. Together with Pedri, look at how Barcelona midfield always look at. Now, look at the aggressiveness of Gavi whenever he's in the team. That is what we are not looking at. Gavi is a different player entirely. There is no midfielder in Barcelona that can give you what Gavi gives in Barcelona in any game. So let's not even go to Gavi's side. Is it Dani Olmo that he just bought from Borussia Dortmund? Where was he bought even from? So you cannot even touch that one also because this guy is giving us goals. So we're looking at the ability of scoring goals and also playing as a midfielder. So you're looking at Firmino Lopez, who was also instrumental last season. So these guys are doing extremely well. So there's no point pointing at those players to leave. So for me, I think the Casado guy is the right person to leave, which means he can be bought back in the nearest future. I think that is why this guy has been pointed out to leave. So some of you are having these mixed feelings, take it out because there is no way we can go. We cannot head anywhere with this mixed feeling. I see some of us even saying that we should go fund a raiser for Barcelona. Come on, guys, you can do that, but not for the detriment of the team. These things have been put in place, and they have analyzed it before they come out with this suggestion that Casado should leave and be sold for 30 million euros. I think it's a good money if you ask me. So I think let's go by that and register Rashford. I think that is the best idea Barcelona can do right now.